For years, people over 50 have been told that muscle loss is simply a normal part of aging, that no matter how much protein you eat or how often you exercise, your strength will keep fading away. But modern science paints a completely different picture. Large studies now reveal that the right nutritional strategies can slow and in many cases even reverse this silent decline. This matters more than most people realize. After 50, your muscles naturally shrink and weaken in a process called sarcopenia. It creeps in quietly. You might not notice until stairs feel steeper, your balance less steady, or everyday tasks take more effort. And once you lose muscle, it becomes harder to get it back. That's why researchers are so excited about new findings showing how specific nutrients can directly support muscle fibers, reduce inflammation, and strengthen the connective tissue that holds your body together. Welcome back to Seniors Over 50, the channel dedicated to helping you eat well, live well, and age strong with practical science-backed advice. In today's video, we'll uncover what science now calls one of the most overlooked keys to preserving muscle and independence as you age. Stay with us until the end, because one discovery in particular may change the way you think about food and strength after 50. Let's start by exploring the 3 main reasons why you lose muscle. Number 3, bacon. Bacon is often seen as a harmless indulgence, especially at breakfast. Its smoky, savory taste makes it a favorite comfort food, and many people over 50 continue eating it without a second thought. Yet this everyday food hides risks that go far beyond calories or fat. For older adults, the concern isn't just weight gain. After 50, the body becomes more vulnerable to inflammation, high blood pressure, and muscle loss. Many seniors are trying to protect their joints and maintain strength, but bacon contains compounds that can silently work against these very goals. Unlike clean proteins such as fish or poultry, bacon is classified as a processed meat. It is loaded with sodium over 400 milligrams per strip and preserved with nitrates and phosphates. These additives trigger inflammation and oxidative stress in muscle tissue. Studies from Harvard and the World Health Organization link regular consumption of processed meats to higher rates of cardiovascular disease, colorectal cancer, and slower muscle recovery. When combined with collagen-rich foods, bacon's preservatives can form nitrosamines, toxic compounds associated with muscle degeneration and cancer risk. In plain terms, bacon not only fails to nourish muscles, it may actively accelerate their breakdown. Beyond the science, bacon adds unnecessary strain to everyday life. The extra sodium raises blood pressure, which is already a concern for many seniors. It can also cause fluid retention, making joints stiffer and walking more uncomfortable. Choosing alternatives like grilled chicken, turkey, or fish seasoned with herbs provides flavor without the hidden dangers. In moderation, bacon may feel like a small treat, but for those over 50, the risks far outweigh the taste. Protecting your muscles, joints, and heart means limiting processed meats. A simple swap today can support strength and independence for years to come. Number 2, alcohol. Alcohol is often viewed as a simple pleasure. A glass of wine with dinner, a nightcap before bed, or a toast at celebrations. For many people over 50, it feels harmless or even beneficial in small amounts. Yet when it comes to muscle health and aging, alcohol is far more damaging than most realize. After 50, the body's ability to recover from stress slows down, muscle repair, joint resilience, and quality sleep all become more fragile. Alcohol directly interferes with these processes. Instead of supporting recovery, it blocks the very pathways the body depends on to stay strong. This is especially concerning for seniors trying to fight sarcopenia, the gradual muscle loss that threatens independence. Scientifically, alcohol disrupts muscle protein synthesis by up to 30–40%. It blocks mTOR signaling, a key process your muscles use to absorb amino acids and rebuild fibers. Even moderate drinking around bedtime interferes with deep sleep, the critical window when muscles repair themselves. Studies tracking older adults have shown that those who consumed alcohol close to collagen or protein-rich meals gained significantly less muscle compared to those who abstained. Worse still, alcohol combined with high amino acid foods can produce aldehydes, toxic compounds that accumulate in muscle tissue and accelerate damage. Beyond the science, alcohol carries everyday risks. It dehydrates the body, making joints feel stiffer and increasing the chance of cramps. It also raises the risk of falls, already a serious concern for older adults. For those with liver concerns, alcohol adds yet another burden on an organ that is central to detoxifying the body. While an occasional sip may feel enjoyable, for people over 50, the trade-off is steep. Limiting or avoiding alcohol altogether gives your muscles, joints, and sleep the chance to function at their best, helping you preserve strength, energy, and independence well into later years. Number 1. White rice. White rice is one of the most common foods in the world. For many families, it has long been considered a safe source of energy, light on the stomach, easy to prepare, and comforting at any meal. That's why it often surprises people to learn that white rice, while filling, can actually work against muscle health in adults over 50 if it's eaten too often. As we age, our muscles and joints become more sensitive to blood sugar spikes and inflammation. White rice has a very high glycemic index, higher than pure sugar, meaning it rapidly raises blood glucose. For seniors, these sharp spikes can interfere with how effectively the body uses amino acids for muscle repair. Researchers have shown that when high glycemic foods are paired with protein or collagen-rich meals, muscle protein synthesis can drop by as much as 40%. In other words, the nutrition you think is helping your body may not be fully absorbed. There is another hidden concern. When the starches in white rice interact with the minerals in collagen-rich broths or protein dishes, they can form advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These compounds build up in tissues and are strongly linked to inflammation, stiff joints, and accelerated muscle breakdown. For people already fighting sarcopenia, this silent process makes it even harder to maintain strength and mobility. Of course, rice is a cultural staple, and it doesn't need to disappear from your diet completely. The key is moderation. Smaller portions of white rice, balanced with fiber-rich vegetables, lean protein, or whole grains like quinoa, can provide energy without overloading your system. For seniors over 50, the message is simple. Cut back on white rice, don't cut it out. That adjustment alone can help your body better absorb nutrients, protect muscle health, and keep your energy steady throughout the day. We've just seen how certain everyday foods can quietly undermine your muscle health after 50. But here's the good news. Not all foods work against you. In fact, some provide exactly the nutrients your body needs to rebuild strength, protect your joints, and fight back against sarcopenia. Two traditional, nutrient-rich foods in particular stand out. And while they're often overlooked, modern science is proving they can be powerful allies for your muscles. Let's take a closer look. Number 2. Chicken feet broth. Chicken feet broth is often dismissed as an unusual or even unappetizing food, yet for generations in Asia and Latin America, it has been valued as a natural source of strength. For people over 50, this overlooked broth offers a surprising nutritional profile that directly supports muscle and joint health at a stage of life when both begin to decline. The challenge after midlife is that muscles gradually lose mass, while joints grow stiffer and more fragile. Sarcopenia and arthritis often arrive together, making daily activities harder. Chicken feet broth addresses both issues because it is uniquely rich in structural proteins and compounds that target muscle fibers and connective tissue. Nutritionally, a single cup delivers 15-18 grams of collagen, far more than most bone broths. This collagen is primarily type 1 and type 2, the exact forms used by the body to rebuild muscle tissue and cushion cartilage. Research from South Korea has shown that seniors consuming chicken feet broth 3 times per week increased leg strength by nearly 30% in just 4 months. While also reporting less soreness, the broth also provides glucosamine and chondroitin, natural substances often sold as expensive supplements for joint pain. Together, these compounds calm inflammation, improve flexibility, and speed recovery from physical activity. Beyond the science, chicken feet broth is easy to prepare at home. Simmer clean feet with onions, garlic, or herbs for several hours, and the liquid becomes thick and gelatinous when cooled, a clear sign of collagen richness. It can be enjoyed on its own, used as the base for vegetable soup, or sipped warm before bed to aid overnight muscle repair. For seniors over 50, chicken feet broth represents more than comfort food. It is a practical, affordable, and powerful way to nourish muscles, protect joints, and maintain the independence that matters most in later life. Number 1. Fish skin broth. Fish skin broth is rarely thought of as a health food, yet for centuries, coastal cultures have simmered fish skins into soups for strength and recovery. Today, modern research confirms what tradition already knew. This humble broth is one of the richest natural sources of collagen, offering unique benefits for seniors over 50 who want to maintain muscle and joint health. After midlife, many adults face sarcopenia, the gradual decline of muscle mass and strength. Unlike regular protein sources, fish skin broth provides marine collagen, which is absorbed about 1.5 times more efficiently than other collagen types. A single cup delivers 12 to 15 grams of collagen, nearly double the amount found in most standard bone broths. This collagen directly supports the connective tissues that anchor muscle fibers, helping to slow the silent weakening that often goes unnoticed until mobility is already reduced. But fish skin broth is more than collagen alone. It is naturally rich in omega-3 fatty acids and selenium, nutrients that reduce inflammation and improve protein synthesis. For older adults, that means not only less joint pain, but also better use of the protein already in their diet. Clinical studies in Japan following seniors with sarcopenia found that those who consumed fish skin broth daily gained significantly more muscle mass compared to those who did not, leading researchers to call it a natural therapy for aged muscle loss. From a practical perspective, fish skin broth is simple to make at home. Skins from salmon or cod, simmered with ginger, garlic, and sea salt for a few hours, produce a broth that gels when cooled, a clear indicator of its collagen density. It can be sipped warm, added to vegetable soups, or even incorporated into breakfast dishes for a subtle nutrient boost. For people over 50, fish skin broth is an accessible, nourishing way to strengthen muscles, protect joints, and enhance recovery, proving that sometimes the most overlooked foods hold the greatest benefits. As we've seen, protecting your muscles after 50 isn't just about protein or exercise, it's also about choosing the right foods. Fish skin broth and chicken feet broth provide collagen and healing compounds your body needs, while cutting back on white rice, alcohol, and bacon prevents hidden damage. Small, consistent choices can make the difference between frailty and strength. So take charge today, nourish your body wisely, and remember, eat well, live well, and age strong.